with a foul.
Cleve tonight.
Yeah, he gets the board. Excuse me, Colby with it. And it's knocked loose and in. Steals it away at the end. Holcomb up 11 to 4. It's Ashton Russ up the key. He's been able to get a full.
When it comes to your stuff, Colby located their store in.
They tried to come up with a company along and.
Oh, here's.
Comes at work. Pass up the floor for Ashton. He's 0 for 1. And Reinert at the miss by Mers. Colby trying to get it across midcourt, surrounded, but he traveled. He slid his feet there. Hey, underneath. Trayton, Ashton Russ across midcourt to Comfort in the corner. Chandler fires up a 3, but just can't quite. Just to Trayton sleep with 12 points in the game.
Asleep right now, making a living down there on the. He knows how to use his body, get position.
Timeout here to come up with some kind of change here defensively. The Eagles have taken 2 timeouts already, putting quarter of play. Right now, really good yet in the game. They basketball. Long to the left side, Colby, and Christian Mers gets on Colby. This one his first for the Eagles. Chalk is the shot for Dalton Gottschalk. Rattles out for Gottschalk. In the corner. This is a good basketball. Cleve up the floor with it. Again to Holcomb. Again a putback and a foul. And he'll go. Colby's playing hard in this one, but man, this Holcomb team is so fast and has so much depth. And I think that's one of the things that's on the bench already.
Off when you get to their bench.
Whitfield with a lane. It's not going to go. Reed a break. Back with the second quarter after this word from our spot. And Colby basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
And that you'll find thing you deem Meekers for basketball. Travis, most of your season this winter.
Farming and ranching isn't just your lands at better than Farm Bureau. As the territory, ranch, your machinery, your livestock, we make it simple to get when you need it most. In St. Francis to see how he can help protect your bottom.
Do well between Gotcha.
Christian Mers with 5 points now. Reinert shot gives him turnovers, and if you turn the crowd out of bounds, digits tonight. Holcomb with the basketball, right side. Look. The lay-in is good by Christian Mers. Not up and doesn't go, but gets his off floor. Got good and an offensive foul called. Great job by Dante. Right side to Cleve. Ashton Russ. Opportunity for Branham. Across half court. Second quarter. Eagles with it underneath here in the first half. 38-11. Hasnick is Sleets off the back of the Trayton. Sleep now called into the ball of the court in the second, going offensively and pressure on Colby. Their speed.
And they do a great job of cutting down the feet well in basketball.
Going to take it across. He steps across. She saved it from team field officials. Part of the problem was Holcomb had the smallest. Here we go. 3:30 to go in the game's second quarter. 40-13. Colby down. Here with 3:17 to go in the second. Eagles with the basketball. Ashton Russ can't. Gets it outside to Whitfield. Round shot is no good. Foul calls. Who put a foul call on the rebound against Holcomb. And it's charged. So a one-on-one opportunity here for the Eagles. Put Dalton Gottschalk back into the on because
it's a high energy and really
nice on Holcomb at 45-15. Colby down. Eagles with the basketball. Dante Whitfield gets it off the right. Comfort and Branham drives, picks up his dribble, needs some help, gets it over to Chandler with 45-17 lead in the basketball. Top of the key. Three-pointer. Rebound pulled down by Curry. And I do agree with you, Curry's gotten better and better as the same time too. Drives to the right. Wants the shot and a jump ball going to be called there. Will come out. Reinert, good. Knocked down on the top right side. Leighton Reinert with the three-point bucket. 45-17 to score. Holcomb with a lead in the basketball with 1:10 to game in the ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Longhorns. So Colby going to get it off the turnover. Christian Mers checks back in for Holcomb. Jacob Ramsey comes out of the lineup. 5 of 58 from 3 on the season. It's more than some teams. Eagles driving inside, and the shot by Curry is blocked, but there is contact on the body and a foul on the play. Brooks will go to the line for the Eagles. The foul was called on Gottschalk, his second, and the 8th team foul on Holcomb. Two shots here for Curry, though, and the lefty puts the first one up and good. Brooks is 1 of 2 now from the charity stripe as he gets set for his second attempt. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound loose, picked up by Holcomb. Across midcourt with 45 seconds to go. Stegman go this time, but he's playing charge to Curry, his second. Gottschalk with 14 points. 40, battling for Colby will take it up the floor. I should say. Gottschalk gets it to 21. Colby down. We'll call 100.3 the ride.
Kansas, the place to go with Northwest Kansas Decorating Center. This Kansas community with all flooring to choose from and cabinetry that allows you to see them today. Cabinetry needs today. And while you're there, say, hi, Mr. Kerry Turner.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Gunlock, now with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic in Colby. As part of the team at Northwest Kansas Chiropractic, I will not only be there to serve you in all your pain. Acupuncture.
It's too hot.
Stat Wars and your utility bill soaring. Details. Lennox dealers include independent, a better place.
Cornerstone Ag is committed to the Northwest Kansas community because they're proud to be a part of it. At Cornerstone Ag, the staff works hard to be your local answer to all of your grain storage questions being answered on site by their professionals. During non-peak times, they can even assist you with pickup and delivery services. Cornerstone Ag, where local customer service is not just a priority, it's the only way they'll do business.
On radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas
State and Holcomb, and a dominant first half by the Longhorns, putting up 30 points in the opening quarter to lead this game again 49-21. A couple other scores to pass along to you. The Hugoton girls won tonight over Scott City 65-29. Ulysses girls defeated the Goodland girls tonight 75-64, the final in that one. Kind of a high scoring affair there.
Yeah.
Ulysses boys are leading Goodland 22-7 right now, and Scott City's leading Hugoton 35-33 at the half of that one. Pretty good ball game tonight between those two teams. 49-21 the score here. Holcomb on top. Let's run through scoring and rebounding in the first half of this ball game for the Holcomb. They were led by Trayton Sleep, who had 20 points in the first half. Dalton Gottschalk right behind him was 17. Christian Mers had 7. 5 points in the first half from Connor Van Cleve. 3 from Braden Showalter in the first half of the game. For the Eagles, 4 points for Ashton Russ, 3 points for Brooke Dante Whitfield and Rex Branham. Eagles trailing 49-21. Looking at rebounding to the game, one of the big stories here is the dominance on the board by the Longhorns underneath.
Yeah, Dalton Gottschalk leads the Longhorns with 7 boards. Trayton Sleep 4, Connor Van Cleve 3, Mers and Showalter 1 apiece. For Colby, they're led by Ashton Russ with 4, Dante Whitfield 2, and Brooks Curry 1.
49-21, the halftime score. We'll take a break, come back, and name the hot hand of the first half for the Eagles. Coming up after this word from our sponsors, you're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Basketball, the Cornerstone Ag halftime show on 100.3 The Ride.
Local farmers and businesses are the backbone of our community. They provide jobs for local people and supply our community with important goods and services. Here at Farmers and Merchants Bank, we invest heavily in our community for the future of the community. Last year alone, our bank participated and sponsored over 100 events representing over 50 groups and service organizations. If you ever wondered where your deposits go, just look around. Our name says it all. Farmers and Merchants, together making a difference. We'd like to encourage you to shop and bank locally. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Jay at Pricey, your ride at Motortown LLC of Colby. Always a fine selection of late trade. That must be Colby.com.
It's time someone stood up for breakfast. Toasted pastries from a vending machine aren't either. Looked up like scrambled sunshine. They're the best breakfast burritos in town. Only at Taco John's. Taco John's.
For one-stop shopping in Colby, Kansas, don't forget about the Colby selection of grocery items in the store. From meat to macaroni, they've got it in the grocery department. Dog food, and of course the pharmacy there. Every part of in Colby.
Halftime score, Colby down Stop by and see them today at Cornerstone Ag and bring you the halftime show for the Eagles on radio here on 100.3 The Ride. Here by Holcomb. Looking at Parker Carson and the crew at McKee Incorporated today. We've got this great Linux systems that'll make sure you home stays to lead score. He's taken a couple of nice drives, but you'll take those when you can get them.
Yeah, especially against this defense. He's made some great reads. Man, we'll get a few open shots and knock them down, but really just driving to the hole and able to finish up there against this kind of a defense is really says something.
Coming up after this word from our sponsors, basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Maybe weather's going to be colder. Fashion finds you casual wear. Missy and women's for upcoming weddings, tuxedo down.
That's Rex Brandon, but a great cut by Rex.
They've done a good job with both teams.
Both got two good programs going.
We can get a 5-6 to go for the key side. Gets it into Comfort at the right elbow. Comfort comes back up with it. Gets it out to Ashton Russ, who runs. Good shot by Ashton Russ. He's into double digits with 10 points. Shot to Van Cleve. His shot in the lane. Hands asleep into the hands of him. Setting it up for Colby. Looking inside for Leighton Reiner. Russ now back to Jacob Rams. Gottschalk and hits him. 24-29. Holcomb lead. Ashton Russ. Top of the leader on the season. 11 points. Colby down 30 with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And Russ as he comes up with a loose ball. Cleve. Holcomb no good. Off the back of that time by Ashton Russ.
Long rebound, able to go cut rim.
For the shot, it'll be Holcomb ball underneath. Brooks Curry, his third. Second, Random's going to come. Favor, Comfort, Whitfield, Curry, and Masnick. By Whitfield off of a Holcomb player and out of bounds, so Colby's going to get it. Comfort, Chandler, left side to Brooks Curry. Lobs it inside to Whitfield, who can't hang on to it. Fire a three, not good. Rebound pulled down by Gottschalk. Gottschalk rides in, kicks it to the third rim. Good look, couldn't get it to go. Battle for the rebound and a reach-in foul on Whitfield. So Whitfield's going to pick up his third. He'll have to come out. Reinert, Faber, Comfort, Curry, and Masnick, the five on the floor for the Eagles. Minute 40 to go in the third quarter. Colby trailing 62-33 to the number one team in the state in Holcomb. Longhorn skip pass right side, now underneath Van Cleve. Double team, the guilty party is here. They're going to go on Chandler Comfort. Chandler picking up just his first personal foul though. Fourth on Colby. Inbound pass, an open three for Holcomb. Good. Knocked down by Christian Mers, who now has 10 points in the game. Fourth Longhorn into double figures tonight. 65-33. The Longhorns have a 32-point lead. Eagles with the basketball on the baseline. Outside, Chandler Comfort. Excuse me, this is Curry. He pulls up on the jumper. Oh, no good. Just off the front of the rim, a little bit short. Rebound out of bounds off of Holcomb. And it will be Eagle basketball here on the sideline. Leighton Reinert will inbound for the Eagles. Gets it into Chandler Comfort. Comfort. The right side to Curry. Looking inside for Reinert. Not there. Goes to Masnick on the top left. Now Comfort underneath to Curry. Spin move. Shot is up and good. And that's where he's been great. That little turnaround shot has been good for Brooks.
He has, and most of the time we see him go that move to the inside, to the middle of the lane. That time he does it from the short corner, and he still gets it to fall.
On the other end, Holcomb driving in and drawing a foul before the shot on the floor, and it's charged to foul, fifth team foul. To Showalter, now top of the key. Good and a foul. Will it count? Before the shot charged on the play to Caleb Masnick, his second. Sixth team foul on the Eagles. Inbound and Cleve. They get Ramsey open for three in the corner, and he gets his second of the game. Points in the game. 68-35. Holcomb on top. 12 seconds. Chandler Comfort right side to Brooks Curry. Chandler pulled down by Holcomb, and the third quarter comes to an end. 68-30. Break. Fourth quarter coming up after this.
Being just wireless, isn't it time you upgrade to a provider? Next Tech Wireless. Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
Chad Jones.
Right, Ulysses leading Goodland 34-35. The final, or is the score right now. Longhorns leading the Eagles. They stopped the clock there, but it should be continuous clock.
Ramsey checks in.
Huh. Usually you have it, you're supposed to.
Yeah, with 30 points.
On a 30-point lead, but they stopped it there. We'll see if they continue to do so. Dante Whitfield pulls up on the jumper. No good. Rebound pulled down by Van Clyde to Ramsey. Right side to Gottschalk. He drives. Swings it underneath the Trayton Sleep, who lays it in. Sleep, 26 points on the night. 70-35. Holcomb on top. Make some mass substitutions here. So we have a foul called on Colby. Now they have the clock. They're going to call it on Holcomb, actually, a blocking foul with that elbow, but they're going to call it on Jacob Rand. Holcomb as a team. Line change here by the Longhorns. 5 new players coming into the ball game. Mojo and Showalter, 2 of them. We'll try to get the rest here in just a second. Dylan Williams in there. The former Cal side by Chandler. Williams a good set for his second. 24 seconds to go. Eagles with it. Dante Whitfield drives, puts the shot up, no good. Loses a handle on it. Clayton Reiner's a foul. To the line he will go. This one's going to be charged to Braden Showalter, his first. And Colby's going to take with 4:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Holcomb looking for 15-0. There we go to with the victory here tonight.
Take a tough basketball team to beat them. Coming off the Orange and Black Classic next week, that ought to be a great game again.
Much fun to watch. Championship game.
Yeah. Cook and
atmosphere charity stripe. Colby with it. Foul.
Would normally see in a year. Orange and black.
Tested. Rebound was pulled. Longhorns have it underneath, and ball had it knocked away. Holcomb basketball. Justin Russ. It's a shot, no good. Passes are his first. With them, back with more of the Eagles on Radio and Colby basketball.
A little stressful on your finances. If you're in the need for any type of loan, come and use the fastest response possible. Since most of them have been in business or have come off to take this time and thank you for nations in Colby, Oakley, Hoxie of Colby. Always a fine selection of late model vehicles on the lot, including pickups, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, long box, Fuel 75 West 4th Street in Colby or Ellis.
More of the Eagles on Radio.
Gets set for his second attempt here. Nope. Branham, so the Eagles go to the clock running. Holcomb, Virginia, 71 meter. That's a high school game.
It is.
Deflected. Now, so it's a one-on-one opportunity here for it's free throw up. Mojo. Pronounced Mojo. Johnson with the basketball for Colby. Going away by Trey Teeter, who takes it up the floor and lays it in. Teeter in the game. Holcomb up by 41 now, 81-40. 20 seconds to Branham. And he's going to stop the clock with 5 points at the end of the game. It's a full timeout. 5.8 seconds to go in the game. They're bored out, drawing up a play here for the Eagles. Out here. Eagles. A look at it, but Tanner Lee couldn't get the with our post-game show. After this word from our sponsors, you're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
This time of year, you'll be doing more traveling, loading up and heading out in the family truckster. Make sure you get to your destination safely. At Great Western Tire of Oakley and Colby, they have a tire sale going on now with Goodyear car, pickup, and truck tires. You'll find a tread and tire on country roads. At Great Western Tire, they offer service well after the sale, like free tire rotation. So take advantage of the Goodyear and other name brand tires on sale. Plus their appliance sale going on now at Great Western Tire of Oakley and Colby.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things are Park, Selden, and in Levant. The co-op is available for your grain, fuel, and feed needs. Check out their website at highplainscoop.com for up-to-date markets. Standing with you is High Plains Co-op.
Say goodbye to being just a number and say hello to something different. With money-saving rate plans, nationwide coverage, personalized local customer care, amazing community support, and unlimited talk, text, and data plans starting at just $60 per month, Nextech Wireless is the wireless company you've been looking for. Isn't it time you upgrade to a provider that vows to improve every aspect of your wireless experience?
And are ready to building you service. Stevens Construction.
Now with Cole Wheeland.
Is branch location 1-40 victory. They're even.
They really are. The going the first time we played early in the season, and then now tonight between Gottschalk and Sleep here tonight, it was fun to watch from the stands, not from the court. If you're the Colby Eagles, tough to defend when you get two 6'4" kids that can play like that and have played that long together.
And you know, you also look at this game. Kalen Rupp didn't play tonight for Holcomb, one of their normal starters, not in the lineup tonight. I mean, that just tells you the depth, because they just ran us to death tonight in this game and kept that intensity up all night.
They really did. They got 12 guys. They can use all 12 of them. It doesn't drop off anywhere. They've just got so many options with how they can attack you and go about their game plan. It's really a fun team to watch, and that game next week ought to be a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, with them in Scott City, it was a good one the last time they met.
Yeah,
it'll be another good one. Scoring in the ball game tonight for Holcomb, they were led by Trayton Sleep with 26 points in the game, 17 in the night for Dalton Gottschalk. All those came in the first half. He slowed on the scoring in the second half, but didn't play a ton of minutes either. 11 points for Connor Van Cleve. Christian Mers into the game with 10 points on the night tonight. 4 points for Tanner Mojo, 3 for Braden Showalter, 5 for Trey Teeter late in the game tonight. Jacob Ramsey with a couple of threes for 6 points on the night. For the Eagles, they were led by Ashton Russ with 12 points in the game. Chandler Comfort with 9 points on the night. 7 points for Rex Branhams, 5 points for Brooks Curry in the game, and 2 points for Dante Whitfield tonight. 81-40 the final score. Holcomb gets the victory in the ball game, and double from Dalton Gottschalk in the game. He almost had it in the opening quarter. We were talking.
Yeah, 6 boards in the opening quarter.
Yeah, and 12 points I think in the first quarter of the game. He was a beast underneath for the Longhorns tonight, and that's just kind of how they did it. They were able to. Colby went after Connor Van Cleve, tried to take him out of the ball game, and did a pretty good job against him. He held him to 11 points on the night, but then Trayton Sleep just went berserk on him, and Dalton Gottschalk and took advantage of that. Came out and put up a combined, 26 from Trayton Sleep and 17 from Dalton Gottschalk in the game. There's tremendous performances by those two. We will take a break, come back, and bring you more of the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. After this word from our sponsors, you're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Since 1994, Office Works and Home Furnishings in Colby has been offering solutions for your home and office needs. And while they still continue to do that, they also specialize in something else.
I will not wait.
Office Works and Home Furnishings is a proud retailer of the Serta I Comfort beds with optional adjustable bases. Plus, on top of that, they're the only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio in Northwest Kansas. So if you're looking to make your home more comfortable this year, make sure you stop by Office Works and Home Furnishings on South Range in Colby.
The world of farming is changing. Will you be ready? The demands on agriculture keep growing. Your challenge is to continue to keep pace. To be successful, you'll need equipment that can get the most out of every inch of land, innovations that help you work faster, and advice from people who know your field as well as they know their equipment. Case IH can help you be ready. See your Case IH dealer, Colby Ag Center in Colby today, or call us at 462-6132.
The deals continue into the new year at Colby Dodge, and why not start off the new year with a new vehicle? Take advantage of our owner loyalty program with an additional rebate up to $1,500 on select new vehicles, and that's in addition to great national and regional programs. Stop in today and speak with our certified sales consultants and see how much you can save. Visit us in person at exit 53 I-70, Colby, Kansas, or online at colbydodge.com.
This time of the year can get a little stressful on your finances. If you're in the need for any type of loan, come in and talk to their local grown loan officers at the People's State Bank. They live in this area, so they know this area. They pride themselves on getting you the fastest response possible. Since most of them have been in business or have come off the farm, they really do know the local ag economy. They want to take this time and thank you for your patronage at the People's State Bank, with locations in Colby, Oakley, Hoxie, Goodland, and McDonald. The People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. Final score tonight, 81-40. The boys come up short. The head coach of the Lady Eagles joining us here on the post-game show tonight. And Coach Becker, Coach, tell you what, a good first half from your kids tonight. I mean, you're up 20-18 at the half. Played hard. Third quarter was just disastrous tonight as Holcomb lit it up in the third quarter, especially Denniston, I think, had 16 points or something in the third quarter. But down 26, cut it in half in the fourth quarter, and finished hard. It was kind of a replay of game one. Just the fourth quarter was the killer the last time. This time it was the third quarter.
You can't win games when you give up 28 points in a quarter. And we played. I was happy with our first half. We moved the ball. We didn't have the tempo that we wanted. We were too fast on our offense and we were too slow in our transition. And those are the two things we talked about at halftime. And we came out to start the third quarter and we were twice as slow on transition and we were too slow on offense. And we weren't being aggressive on the offensive end. When we're an aggressive team, we're a good ball club and on the verge of being a great ball club. When we are tentative, then we play like that. And that was the tale of two halves in the second half compared to the third quarter to what we did in the fourth quarter.
Well, and you look at the first half of the game, Brindley has a tremendous first half. Second half, they kind of took her out in the third quarter, and you needed some players to step up. And she played well. She finished well in the fourth.
And I don't think that we took ourselves out in the third quarter. For some reason, we stopped moving our feet, and when we see a couple buckets fall through that ain't for us, we tend to panic a little bit, and we tend to get a lot tighter in what we do, and there's no reason to, because we proved in the fourth that, hey, we can come back on anybody we want to come back on. We just have to believe it for 4 quarters, and when we get 4 quarters put together, then this is going to be a fun team to watch.
I think so too. And you had some young kids I thought down late in the ball game came in and really did well for you.
My 3 sophomore guards came in and played as well as they've played together all season, and that was a great advantage for us now moving forward again, because they've had some games where they weren't as successful as they wanted to be, and as a result they were losing their confidence. But I can't be any prouder of, I only played 6 in the fourth quarter because it was speed, it was guards, it was trap, it was, run and jump, it was shoot threes, it was dribble drive, and those 6 busted their butts. Not to say everyone else didn't, because they did. We just had 8 minutes of a game that I wish we could replay.
Yeah, third quarter was the killer tonight. Well, Coach, next week a couple of home games again, Oakley and Scott City.
Yeah, a little home cooking, and then it's Goodland Huguenin.
Yeah.
And then it's Hoxie, Ulysses, and then it's roll up your sleeves, and you know what? You win, you advance, you lose, you go home. And our goals haven't changed. What we want to do hasn't changed, so we're looking forward to it.
All right, well, Coach, we look forward to it as well Thursday at home against Oakley, and hope to see a great crowd there.
You bet. Thanks, Chad.
Coach Becker joining us here on the postgame show tonight here on 100.3 The Ride, as the Lady Eagles come up short in their contest, 60-47 the final score against the Holcomb Longhorns tonight. We'll talk to the head coach of the Eagles on the men's side of things, Coach Brown, here in just a moment, get his post-game thoughts as he's joining us here tonight. Again, 81-40 the final score. The number 1 team in the state tonight in the Holcomb Longhorns, and Coach, they looked like the number 1 team. We were surprised on how much I think they've improved from the game on the 19th of December to now. They're phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree. I think that they're much more physical than they were before, and they're certainly a little more aggressive in their defense than when we played them the first time. Last time we played them, we were able to move the ball from side to side without a lot of struggle really. Tonight they made it harder, and we still, when we got in our half-court offense, we were pretty efficient. It just, too many mistakes getting into it.
Yeah, it was getting it up the floor, and they really applied the pressure and used that depth tonight to try to run you down, and they have a lot of depth for sure. But it's a tough one tonight, Coach. But one of those that you learn some things from, and you have to move on and forward. And next week you get a couple of home games and a chance to go at it again. Yeah, and this is, Thursday night's a big game. I'm sure Oakley's looking forward to this as much as we are, because they played a tough schedule. We've played a tough schedule, and now we're getting to play, each of us a team that's more at our level than what we're playing a lot of times. So, it ought to be a good ball game. They got some good talent, and they're a very good defensive team. So, I think it'll be a battle. It'll be a battle. It's kind of unusual to be somewhere besides Colby.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I think since we've had a road game, but
it's been a great schedule, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But it'd be nice to get back at home again for two more coming up next week, and we look forward to them and wish you guys the best of luck.
All right, thank you very much.
Coach Kevin Brown of the Eagles joining us here on the post-game show tonight. 81-40 the final score. Again, the games next week are Thursday, Friday, not Tuesday, Friday. We'll have coverage of both of those here on 100.3 The Ride and online at nwksradio.com. Big thank you to J.D. Ham, who came and ran the camera for us tonight. For Thomas Wheeland, I'm Chad Jones. Thanks for listening. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you on Thursday. Okay, Cam, thank you. Please let me know.